This is Inez. Her 40th birthday was approaching at an alarming rate. Proud of all her accomplishments, she began to worry about what she had not: confidence in her sex appeal. She spent inordinate amounts of time in places where no one worried about what she looked like. Tarot Daily, an online community for the sexy esoteric in you. He wrote dirty flash fiction about a shy noir detective, Tom Tarot, obsessed with catching the elusive criminal called Death. She labored over the first email for days, typing and deleting, thinking and sweating over every word of introduction to the creator of Tom Tarot, someone who simply signed his monthly installments as the Filthy Taoist.
Dear Filthy Taoist, I'm a voracious reader of your monthly Tom Tarot's adventures. I'm particularly drawn to Tom's contradictory character, erotically shy, quietly tantalizing, and demurely sensual. My favorite episode is, of course, the last one, where he flings himself off a bridge into the River Thames after coitus interruptus with Mistress Rune and the subsequent shower of bullets upon his head. That was a very exciting scene. I hope Tom Tarot can find his pants, even if the search for Death did not quite work out this time. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Sincerely yours, Inez C.
Dear Madam C, I am sincerely flattered you are finding my filth posted on Tarot Daily entertaining. If you like what you see in Tom Tarot Decadent Detective, perhaps you would like to be privy to my online writing journal. He was sexy. The links in the profile led her to many other pictures and his real name.
Samuel Chance.
So when he told her he was coming to America, she immediately offered her home to him. Her secretary vociferously protested because,
in this time and age, he could be a serial murderer.
Her therapist advised caution but thought,
finally some sex on the horizon.
And her comadre wondered where her better judgment was.
Ay, mija, weren't you stalked by 3 men already? Why don't you just let him get a hotel room?
As nervous a creature as Inez was, she knew deep down inside that she must take this risk.
I don't have sex before I turn 40.
She knew she would be condemning herself to an eternity of chastity. Proximity was key, and her bed was clean. The moment she saw him, she knew she was going to have to go to confession sooner than planned. He was sexy, better than in the profile pic. He was as short as he promised he was. He was adorably shy. In the 3 days that followed, they sang loudly in the car to oldies like "Don't You Want Me, Baby?" and Lola, made silly poses next to a T-Rex, drank bourbon next to a photo of Al Capone. They bonded over their mutual love of transvestites. But not a move, not from him, and certainly not from her.
He must be really, really shy, or maybe he's not interested. Oh my God, what am I doing? Am I making a fool of myself? What am I thinking? How could he like me con la barrigona que estoy?
On the 4th day, closer to evening time, she had given up.
Estoy haciendo el ridículo. Forget it. Nothing is gonna happen. So much for real sinning.
Maybe you should ask him directly.
No way in hell am I gonna ask him, do you want to have sex, or want to come to my room? Why not? I don't know why. I never have. What if he says no? Or what if he says yes? You have nothing to lose, Inez. He is leaving tomorrow.
She put aside the intuition razor, pulled her frizzed hair into a messy ponytail, and walked out of her room without makeup, without shaving, and not having made up her mind. She caught him sitting on the edge of the sofa, rubbing his temples furiously.
Is something wrong?
He shook his head no and patted the spot next to him. She sat down. He kissed in slow motion. He touched gently. She wanted to be truly lost in his kisses, but could not. Her heart was beating so hard she was afraid he could hear it. Her mind kept reminding her of an important detail.
I didn't buy any condoms!
It's okay, he said. We can do many other things. We could try something I learned with the deer tribe. Inez braced herself. Nothing was going to get in the way of finally bedding the fantastic creature who had miraculously materialized in her apartment. She was ready to sin. Undressing was his idea, and her plan was to try to stop thinking. He was sprawled completely naked on her freshly laundered 400 thread count blue Egyptian cotton sheets, and so was she. Moonlight casting sufficient illumination to see his lean form and enough shadows to hide her pancita. However, her mind was restless.
Okay, we are now naked and have been making out for a long time. Ay, Dios mío, I didn't shave. What do I do now? Shut up, Inez. Let the man lead for once.
Her thoughts barreled on.
But what if he expects me to give him a blowjob? I mean, I've read a lot about it, but I don't know how to implement that knowledge. Oh, just shut up and go with the flow. Enjoy this moment.
He placed his hand over her heart until she felt calm and warm. He then caressed her belly and told her how soft and beautiful it was. And it wasn't a passing pleasantry to just get what he wanted. "Sit across my lap," he said, and then she worried.
Lo voy a aplastar si me lo siento encima.
Then he said,
"Breathe and imagine the energy between you and me fusing together in harmony, synchronizing our vision."
In between all that breathing, envisioning, were kisses and touches, sometimes gentle, sometimes rough and awkward, biting lips, clashing teeth, breathing in and out of his mouth. She wanted to cry, and she melted into his embrace. She forgot about the blowjob, her panza. Finally, a moment of quiet in her head. Her body was alight in pleasure until he headed below and...
Auxilio! He is down there. Now I have to reciprocate, but how?
He brought her mind back to her body, his tongue doing things she had never thought could feel like this. He, Samuel Chance, did not ask for anything in return. He sat back, pleased with his work, and watched Inez as she slowly fell asleep. Quiet at last.